Good Wednesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Let's get a look at your current traffic and weather conditions with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Traffic behind you, Brian, not looking too bad for this Wednesday evening.
No, I think we're in pretty good shape. Nick, let's take a look, shall we? And there we go, up and down 91. We're looking fine. We had a slowdown in Ludlow. There's some ongoing construction on the Pike in Ludlow, but that seems to be clearing now. And then west of the river on the Mass Pike, we're also in pretty good shape. So let's get to the weather part of the program, shall we? As expected, we're in the mid to upper 60s up and down the valley. A little bit cooler in the Berkshires. Clouds and radar showing a mixture of sun and clouds. Also, no surprise here. So we're in pretty good shape. More of the same here for tomorrow, except a little bit warmer. We do have some rain in the forecast. We'll show you when with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
2 U.S. guided missile destroyers were used in defense of Israel yesterday. USS Cole and USS Buckley engaged multiple Iranian ballistic missiles in defense of Israel from the eastern Mediterranean Sea. It comes after Iran launched about 180 missiles toward Israeli territory, causing sirens to sound all over the country earlier in the day. Both destroyers were stationed in the eastern Mediterranean by the United States. Governor Maura Healey has signed the state's new wide-ranging gun reform bill into law today after blocking opponents from suspending it while they work to repeal it. A spokesperson for the governor said Healey will sign an emergency preamble today for the law that she initially signed back on July 25th. Opponents criticized Healey's decision and said an immediate start to some of the restrictions could put gun shops out of business. The gun reform bill cracks down on ghost guns, which are currently untraceable by law enforcement. A man has died following a shooting on Hancock Street in Springfield this morning. Springfield Police spokesperson Ryan Walsh told 22 News officers were sent to a shot spotter activation on the 200 block of Hancock Street. A man with gunshot wounds was found and taken to Bay State Medical Center. No arrests have been made. If anyone has any information, you're asked to contact Springfield Police. Train service on the entire Green Line extension will be shut down until further notice while the MBTA and federal investigators determine the cause of a derailment yesterday. The MBTA announced today that shuttle buses will run between North Station and Union Square until the end of the investigation. The train remains derailed on the track. Before the NTSB stepped in, the MBTA said they ruled out track structure as a cause for the derailment. Back now with Brian Lapis. Several days of some dry weather, some rain, though, slowly becoming in the forecast.
Yeah, we could start the weekend with a touch of rain, but we're not looking at anything that would, no soaking rain in our future. Let's take a look at our 22 News Storm Team Skycast. As we mentioned earlier, temperatures are in the 60s. It's a mixture of sun and clouds, and evening plans tonight will be dry with, again, another round of what we call variable clouds, occasionally some clear air. Occasionally some clouds will be moving through, some patchy fog once again early tomorrow morning. This is 6 o'clock. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Sun-cloud combination here for tomorrow. Notice noontime, some clouds in the valley. Those clouds break up a bit toward the end of the day, but it's a dry day. And again, we'll call it partly to mostly sunny. High temperatures 72 to 76 tomorrow. We'll update those chances for rain as we start the weekend on 22 News at 5.
The Springfield Thunderbirds will play their first preseason game tonight at the Mass Mutual Center. The T-Birds will take on their longtime rivals, the Hartford Wolfpack, with the puck dropping at 7:05. There are a couple of things to know if you're heading to the game tonight. Bruce Landon Way remains closed due to construction of the new parking garage. So it's recommended fans enter through the Main Street entrance, which is at the corner of Bruce Landon Way. You can use the State Street entrance starting at 6:05, but only if you have a ticket in hand. Recording artist Sabrina Carpenter is coming to Hartford tonight. She's playing a show at the XL Center. It's the next stop on her Short and Sweet tour. Tickets are still available. She's playing at the TD Garden in Boston tomorrow. Governor Maura Healey has pledged to protect a beaver that was rescued from the side of the road in Sturbridge 2 years ago. Nebe was meant to be released back into the wild Tuesday, but in a last-minute decision, the state said that it would not be coming for it. Since her rescue, the beaver had lived at the Newhouse Wildlife Rescue. 15,000 people signed a change.org petition to block the beaver's release into the wild. Coming up tonight on 22 News starting at 5 o'clock, hear from Congressman Richard Neal on how Israel might respond to the attack by Iran. Plus, we'll explain how the East and Gulf Coast port strike could reignite inflation. And we'll take you to Holyoke, where HCC is celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month.
Traffic looking pretty good here as we head toward the evening commute. I-91 north and southbound through the valley running fine. There is a little slowdown at the I-291 merge, but that's pretty typical for this time of day. And the Mass Pike also in good shape. We'll track weather, even take a look at the weekend's weather on 22 News at 5.
Brian, as always, thank you, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest news and weather anytime on our website, wwlp.com, and the free 22 News app.